That instant your cat sinks teeth into your skin, do you actually understand what they're communicating? Most owners immediately assume it signals hostility or anger, but that conclusion is typically the complete opposite of reality. In numerous situations, that unexpected bite represents your cat responding to something much deeper within. And if you fail to decode the actual reason, you could unintentionally escalate the issue without ever realizing it. Let's examine what each bite truly communicates. 1. When affection suddenly triggers an attack. Ever been stroking your cat, everything feeling perfect, then from nowhere they spin around and chomp your hand? It stings emotionally. One moment they adored the attention and the next they decided to punish you for providing it. But here's the reality. Your cat didn't suddenly turn aggressive. You simply missed the moment they requested you stop. Felines possess distinct sensory limits for physical contact. Each cat's threshold differs entirely. What registers as a soothing, peaceful session from your perspective can gradually accumulate into overwhelming sensation for them. Studies from Lincoln University demonstrated cats exhibit obvious overstimulation indicators long before they resort to biting. However, most signals remain so subtle that typical owners interpret them as satisfaction. A tail tip beginning to flicker rapidly, ears rotating backward ever so slightly, a body stiffening beneath your palm despite remaining completely still. These don't indicate a cat savouring the moment. These constitute warnings. And when those warnings continue being overlooked, biting becomes their final available option. The remedy proves easier than expected. Monitor the opening few minutes carefully. Should their posture shift even minimally, withdraw your hand. Allow them departure. You'll genuinely establish greater trust by concluding sessions early rather than persisting through discomfort. And here's something that may genuinely surprise you. Not every single bite indicates your cat desires distance. There exists one particular bite type meaning the exact opposite. And when you discover what it genuinely reveals about their feelings toward you, it could fundamentally transform how you perceive every bite they've ever delivered. I'll reveal that conclusion at the end. 2. They've been conditioned to hunt your hands. What makes your cat assault your fingers like actual prey when you are merely attempting playful interaction? You wiggle your hand, they launch at it, everyone giggles, then eventually one day the chomp actually draws blood. But here's what nobody explains. You didn't simply play with your cat, you trained them to hunt you. During kittenhood, everything constitutes practice, and when your hand becomes the moving, twitching, reacting target, their predator brain locks onto it as legitimate quarry. This isn't aggression, it's learned conditioning. Research published in veterinary behavioral journals confirmed cats regularly played with using bare hands demonstrated significantly elevated biting rates during regular interactions as adults. You essentially programmed them that human skin qualifies as acceptable target. And the biggest problem involves typical responses. People withdraw their hand rapidly, which to feline perception looks identical to escaping prey, so the pursuit instinct intensifies dramatically. You're not correcting the pattern, you're amplifying its excitement factor. The adjustment is straightforward, but demands absolute consistency. Eliminate hands entirely from play sessions. Utilize wand toys, feathers, anything creating distance between your skin and their teeth. Should they target your hand regardless, become completely motionless. Zero withdrawal, zero reaction. Targets lacking movement cease being interesting. Within several weeks, most cats completely recondition that impulse. And hey, if this content already reshapes how you interpret your cat's behaviour, tap like and subscribe to Cats Curio. You'll help us reach additional cat owners seeking genuine understanding of their feline's communication. 3. Something within their body hurts. What if your cat bit you not from irritation but from genuine pain? This revelation breaks most owners' hearts once comprehension finally arrives, because by recognition, they've typically been reprimanding a cat desperately attempting self-protection. Cats masterfully conceal discomfort, not stubbornness, but pure survival programming. In nature, displaying pain transforms you into targets, so your cat will eat normally, walk normally, and behave normally until someone contacts the location that hurts. That's precisely when the bite arrives. Not from aggression, but because you just pressed somewhere they've been silently enduring alone. Joint inflammation, infected teeth, urinary complications, even hidden injuries from landings gone wrong. Such conditions rarely manifest in daily routines, but the moment your hand locates that region, their reaction arrives instantly and sharply. A cat who never bit you once throughout their existence will bite without hesitation when pain intensity reaches certain thresholds. Sometimes a single bite represents the only warning they'll ever provide. Here's what warrants attention. If biting appeared recently, if it exclusively occurs when contacting specific regions, or if your cat suddenly recoils in areas they previously loved being scratched, don't assume attitude problems. Schedule that veterinary visit. You might detect something early that otherwise would remain unnoticed for months. 4. Terror you failed to recognize. Have you ever reached toward your cat and received teeth so instantaneously it felt involuntary? Zero warning, zero build-up, pure automatic response. That wasn't aggression, that was fear, and distinguishing between them matters significantly more than most owners comprehend. A terrified cat operates without thought. They react instinctively. Their brain switches into survival mode, and in that moment you're not their beloved owner. You're a threat requiring immediate elimination. It doesn't matter that you merely intended lifting them or relocating them from countertops. What mattered was what their nervous system communicated in that microsecond, and their body declared danger. Signs typically accompany these incidents: spine curved upward, ears pressed completely flat, hissing sounds, fully dilated pupils, sometimes fur bristling dramatically. These don't indicate a vicious cat. These indicate a cat feeling cornered, and when cats feel cornered, biting becomes their fastest method, creating distance from whatever frightened them. Unexpected sounds, abrupt movements, unfamiliar visitors, even furniture rearrangements occupying familiar spaces can trigger this. Research in applied behavioral science discovered cats in chaotic environments exhibited substantially higher fear-biting rates, even toward owners they'd bonded with across years. The absolute worst response involves chasing them, cornering them, or attempting comfort by forcibly holding them. Provide escape routes instead. Let them disappear. Once security returns, they'll approach voluntarily. Fear-driven bites aren't personal attacks. They're evidence your cat felt overwhelmed, not hostile. 5. It's actually affection wearing disguise. Remember at the start when I mentioned one bite type meaning the exact opposite of everything we've discussed? This is that bite. And once you comprehend it, you'll never view your cat identically again. Certain bites aren't warnings. They're not pain, they're not terror, they're not frustration. They're pure affection. Your cat is literally expressing "I adore you" through their teeth. And if you've ever sat there, your cat rumbling contentedly on your lap, gently mouthing your fingertips, uncertain what it meant, now you understand. These are labelled love bites, and behavioural experts trace them to early kittenhood development. When kittens groom siblings, they incorporate tender nips into bonding rituals. It demonstrates trust and connection within their social unit. So when your adult cat replicates this with you, they're not treating you as human, they're claiming you as family. You can distinguish love bites from every other type through sensation alone. Pressure remains gentle, zero body tension exists, ears stay relaxed and forward, eyes might droop half closed, no escape attempts, no warning signals, they're settling deeper into comfort. This represents your cat at maximum vulnerability. in that quiet moment, your cat chose you. The gravest error possible with love bites involves overreaction. If you withdraw, yelp, or reprimand them, you're rejecting the closest thing your cat possesses to declaring you're my chosen person. So next occurrence, simply exist in that moment. Stay completely still. Maintain calm breathing. And recognize that in this peaceful exchange, your cat selected you above everyone.